This might be the most astonishing rare seafood you've ever seen. The giant isopod, also known as the deep-sea cockroach, has undergone a long evolutionary process to avoid becoming a dish on the dining table. It has developed a fearsome appearance, but no matter how well it camouflages itself, it ultimately cannot escape its fate of becoming a culinary delicacy. Although it looks like a massive deep-sea monster, its price is what truly takes one's breath away. The cost of tasting this rare seafood delicacy could make your wallet struggle for months to come. However, compared to land insects, sea cockroach has a much purer composition. Its meat is fresh, delicious, and completely free of any fishy odor, making the cooking process remarkably simple. First, the chef performs a basic cleaning. A small incision is made on its belly to remove the sac containing digestive organs and intestines, ensuring the meat remains pure in taste. At this restaurant, the most classic cooking method is steaming. The sea cockroach is placed in a steamer, where gentle steam slowly cooks it to perfection, making the meat tender and aromatic. After about 10 minutes of patient waiting, this deep-sea beast is fully cooked, releasing a subtle oceanic fragrance. Next comes the crucial step of extracting the meat. The restaurant employs the most direct method, using scissors to cut it open from the middle, fully exposing its soft inner flesh and abundant meat. As soon as the hard shell is cut away, the plump white flesh immediately comes into view, perhaps even more than that of a crab. The chef carefully scoops out each delicate piece of meat, each bite carrying the rich essence of the deep sea. If you were to pick up the entire sea cockroach and take a big bite of its tender, juicy meat, the sensation would surely make your heart race. Once the chef meticulously cuts off each of its small legs, the disassembly process nears completion. While the edible portion is not particularly large, as the saying goes, even a mosquito has meat. Every bite is extremely precious. In just a short time, a large bowl of succulent meat is collected. But don't be too eager to devour it just yet, because in Vietnam, this is just an ingredient for fried rice. First, the chef pours a suitable amount of olive oil into the pan. When the oil reaches around 70 to 80% of its heating capacity, he hesitates for a moment, realizing there's a bit too much oil, and casually pours some out. Apologies for this little mishap. He then adds a small amount of hot oil back into the pan, and successively tosses in diced red onions, carrots, and corn, sautéing them until their fragrance is fully released, allowing the natural sweetness of the vegetables to infuse into the dish. At this moment, the true star of the show finally makes its grand entrance. The tender meat of the sea cockroach is added to the pan. Instantly, the rich aroma of seafood fills the entire kitchen. To preserve the authentic taste of this deep-sea delicacy, the chef seasons it simply with salt and chicken powder, giving it a quick stir before setting it aside. Next, the chef reheats the pan and pours in beaten eggs, frying them until they are about 70% cooked. At this point, he quickly adds rice and begins to stir-fry. The rice must be left over from last month. Only then can it achieve the perfect texture, with each grain remaining separate and not turning mushy. As the fried rice nears completion, the previously prepared isopod meat is reintroduced, blending harmoniously with the rice. Before serving, one essential finishing touch must not be overlooked: scallions. This isn't just for garnish, but is the key to elevating the entire dish to peak flavor. After a few final tosses, the fried rice is ready to be plated. Finally, the remaining sea cockroach meat is carefully placed on top, followed by a sprinkle of fresh cilantro. And with that, the exquisite golden fried rice with giant sea cockroach is officially complete. Tag your friends and invite them to try this unique dish together.